Hello, hello! I'm back for an update on my Project Pan series, which I'm excited about because I started this maybe about 6 weeks ago and I didn't really want to do monthly updates because my whole point of this Project Pan was to pick some really hard products that will take months to start seeing some progress. So I've seen a little bit of progress. I thought it's a good time to check in and tell you my update. And also because I'm not really turning over products very fast, the kind of panner in me is getting a little bit like agitated. So I'm going to add in a kind of second set of products that I'm trying to use up faster. So probably every other check-in I will have like a themed, introduce like 5 themed products that I want to use up as soon as possible. So I'll go through the other products that I introduced in the Project Pan first, and I'll let you know what I'm up to, and then I'll introduce you to this round's kind of bonus products, which are going to be base products. So 5 base products. So the product that I can definitely see most progress on is my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. After I finished my introduction, I hit pan maybe a couple of days after. So I've been really working at that pan, kind of trying to use product around it, and that's how much pan I've hit. So I'll have a photo on the screen of what it was like when I first started this, but there was like a significant dip in there. It was just a matter of like exposing that pan and then kind of working around the pan. Still heaps of product to go though. This is going to take me months and months and months and months and months of use. But at least I could see the progress on this, which is quite nice. So that's that. So the next product that I've hit pan on is actually from this little eyeshadow quad from Mary Kay. So it's one of the ones that I wanted to use up. So you can see just there, I've just hit pan. I literally just hit pan the other day. It is a tiny shade, easy to hit pan on. This whole little palette doesn't contain much product. But it is definitely the shade that I could reach for the most, which is a little bit annoying because I wish it was in one of the big pans, but you know, it is what it is. But I'll continue to try to kind of work. I think by the next time I check in, I would hope to have nearly that whole shade done because it's very easy to use just all over the eye, and it's a nice shade. Now this one, it might be hard to see the progress, but there definitely is some progress. I might actually darken this so we can see it a bit better. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so hopefully you can see the dents in this. I don't know if you can, but there is a significant dent in this one, which I often use for my brows as well as the pomade. So I don't know if you can see it. And there's a dent in this one too. Little dent in that, but mainly I've used a lot of the cream, and there's like a good kind of dent. I'm not sure if you can see it, but a dent in that kind of dark brown color, because I do sometimes go in there and use it in my brows. I am sort of using this brown one as well, but I've kind of been using that other quad more for all over the lid kind of color. So I've only used that a couple of times, but I've been using that almost daily, and that one sometimes in my brows, and it's definitely, I'm using some up. Then on to the Laura Mercier eyeshadow. I don't know how much I've used. You can probably see on the screen the comparison. I did hit pan last year when I was trying to use this up, and now I'm just trying to actually get it all used. So this is not so much hitting pan, this is using up an eyeshadow. And yeah, that's how much product I've used. So I think it has expanded a bit since 6 weeks ago. I do often use this in my crease. Sometimes I use it as a blush. So it is just a matter of working away the rest of it. So it is quite shallow. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Bronzer that I'm trying to use up by Physicians Formula. This is the Bronze Booster in light to medium. I don't know if you can see it properly once again, but last time when I checked in, you could still see the writing indented into the pan. Now you can't see anything. So there's definitely a bit of a dip in there. I'm using it today. I've been using it sort of like every day. I kind of put on a kabuki brush and use it all over as well. But the indentation in the pan is completely gone. So I have used a bit of that. I can't see pan yet, but hopefully by next time. In a similar kind of vein, this is the blush that I'm trying to pan. So it's by Rimmel. It is 120 Pink Rose from the Lasting Finished Soft Color Blush range. Anyway, I'm not sure if you can see, I haven't made too much of a dent in it, but last time it still had that Union Jack imprint, and now it's pretty much completely gone. So I'm wearing that again today, and I tend to wear that every day. Come on, hitting pan. I want to see pan. Then as my highlighter, I'm trying to use up this eyeshadow by Estee Lauder. It's the Pure Color Cyber Metallic eyeshadow in Cyber Pink. I've been using this as a highlighter, and I think you can see some decent progress on this. It hasn't hit pan, but you can see the kind of pan design coming through. So it's one of those products that are on that, possibly one of those clay, focus, there we go. So it's sort of on that etched, that kind of clay base that has that checkered sort of design, and you can definitely start seeing the pan come through. So yeah, I don't think it's actually hitting pan yet, but it's more like the product has settled a certain way in the pan and has that design coming through, but at least it means that I've worn off the top layer and I'm getting into the guts of it. So let's go, woo! Then on to the 4 stick products. These are the last things that I wanted to use up by the end of the year. I'm definitely thinking I'm making some decent progress on this CoverGirl Flamed Out pencil thing. Anyway, I've got the tracking here. Once again, I'll make this a bit darker so you can see it. Anyway, I've got the progress here, so you can see that it's down to that red line where it was previously higher, so I've definitely made some decent progress there. I'm having various degrees of success with these Tarte Lip Surgeon matte lip crayon type things, so I wanted to try to use them all up. The one that I'm finding the easiest to use is clearly the nude. I just throw this in my handbag, and it's a really nice product to use just on a daily basis. So I've got that much of it left. I'll show you the progress on the card in a second, but there's that much left. This is definitely the easiest one to use, the one that I like reaching for the most. The second one that I like the most, but it's not really sort of appropriate for the weather at the moment, is this dark kind of berry one. It also requires a lot of retouching during the day, which I kind of am lazy with, so I haven't seen too much progress on that. And the one that I like the least is this guy here, which is Craze, which is more of the bright pink one. And this kind of color just doesn't work on me. So I did try to pan it last year, which is why it's so low, but I've made not much progress on it. I try, but I always end up taking it off and putting something else over the top, and it's not fun. So I'll show you the progress with those. So this is the nude one. So there we've gone down a little bit. This is the pink one. It's only gone down a tiny bit, and that's the berry one that's gone down even less. So not much progress there. Now for the products that I'm adding in as like a bonus thing, I'm trying to use up 5 base products. I've got 2 concealers, 2 foundations, and a primer. So the primer is by Elizabeth Arden. It's a Flawless Start. It's quite a nice primer. I just feel like I can probably use this up, hopefully by the next time I check in, because this is where I kind of want to get some more progress happening. So it's kind of down to about there, and I'm hoping that by the time I next check in, it'll be done. Then I want to target 2 foundations. This one is literally unused, so this will be a bit of a hard one. Sounds so gross. Anyway, this is not even my shade. I've got another one that's a better match for me. But this is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in 40 Nude. This is probably a little bit too light for me, but the next foundation is a little bit too dark for me. So if I mix them together, hopefully I'll be able to use them both up. This is the Maybelline Super Say 24 Hour in Nude Beige. This one is a little bit deep for me at the moment. I'm wearing it today with a bit of lighter concealer. So if I maybe mix those together, I might be able to use them both up. This one, I think, I was trying to look at it before, I think it's down to around a third left. So if I do use it every day, I should be able to use it up relatively quickly. But then I've got this one as well, which has only been swatched. So these ones are the next ones I want to target. I'm really trying to streamline my base products. They're the products that tend to go off pretty quickly as well. And I'm just sick of having products that are decent and I don't mind, but I don't love enough to keep reaching for. I don't like them clogging up my collection, but at the same time, I don't want to waste them. So those are 2 examples of foundations that I'm happy to wear them, but they're not my favorites and I wouldn't necessarily repurchase them. So I may as well try to use them up. This one, this mousse, it's really weird. The next two base products are concealers. This is pretty much, once again, trying to add in some lightness because those shades are a little bit dark for me. So if I can use up this Maybelline Superstay 24-hour concealer in, I don't know what shade it is, it's like the lightest one. It's very, very pink toned. Way too light for me, way too light for me. So I have been trying to mix this with the foundation just to kind of brighten it up. So I don't mind this concealer in general, but my shade is the medium one, so I may as well try to use this up as well. And it doesn't have too much to go because I have been mixing it with my foundation. So oh, this is light beige number 2, so it's too light for me. And then this is another one. These are all Maybelline for some reason. The Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflage Concealer in light medium. This is actually a good shade for me. I don't love the concealer. It's not high coverage enough, and you almost have to put on a lot to get it there. So I'd prefer to also just mix this with some of the foundations to maybe add a bit of coverage, or just use on a daily basis. This is almost full as well. Like, I've used it a little bit, but it's probably got like this much to go. So I've got quite a lot to go for this one. So that's it. That is my Project Pan update. It's about 6 weeks in. I think I'm doing all right with some of the products. There are definitely some products I need to get like a move on with. So yeah, I just thought the base products can help me get through products a little bit faster, and also kind of keep progress happening with this series, because the main setup, like by the time I hit pan on one of these, it's going to take months. So I may as well have some products that are easier to get through and show better progress while I'm targeting these as well. So anyway, that's it. Hope you have a great day. If you want to see the rest of my Project Pan videos that I've done, I'll list a playlist on the screen somewhere. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.